And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Derek Brown on the
well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that is incomplete. A lot of fun. Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, And now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
Incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
It's sad they pay me. I do this
And the
for free.
Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Las Vegas.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Panthers nothing. Daniel Carlson.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Maurice Hurst.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Over 1st and
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On play action, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
to Nelson Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar, 27 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, they give us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded at the 20. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Number 28, Josh.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
By Eli Apple. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Raider first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Raiders 14, Panthers nothing.
They'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
54, mark, 54, mark. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Let's get it.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a play fake. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Third down. Third and...
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Panthers 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Nice catch there by Tyrell Williams to get off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Jackson now. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
At the 29-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He was brought down by
Malik Collins.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle taken in. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Raider 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
Las Vegas.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
A 23-yard run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On the keeper.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, 51 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The extra point is
and
good.
It's up and good.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Panthers 13.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now this throw caught left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Robbie Anderson.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, up and good. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas.